Alright, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be playing the NES version of Contra off this collection for the PS4. Let us begin. Okay, so with this Contra collection here, there's a whole bunch of games here. I'm just going to go over these very quickly. You can buy this off the PSN store for the PS4, or I believe it's on the Xbox as well. PC, I'm not too sure about the Switch. Okay, so here is Contra for the arcade, Super Contra for the arcade as well, and the NES version of Contra, which is one I was very familiar with. This is the first game I played that I've ever heard of Contra. Never been to the arcades or seen, the cabinets for the arcade versions. And then here we have the NES. We have the Famicom version here for some reason, even though there's a bonus Japanese versions here. I don't know why they would have that twice. Maybe there's a difference that I'm failing to see here. Okay, and then there's the second game in the NES lineup is Super C. Then there's Contra 3 for the Super Nintendo, Alien Wars. Operation C for the Game Boy. Contra Hardcore for the Sega Genesis. This version is very hard. A one-hit kill is very relentless on there. If I were ever to do a playthrough of this, I think I'd do the Japanese version, because it has the Japanese version has a life bar of 3 hits, so it's a lot more forgiving. Maybe I'll do Contra Hardcore one of these days as a hard game. And here we have Super Probotector, which is it's the European version of Contra 3, but I guess having humans die or something was a little too violent, so they got robots in there. And here's Probotector, I think I'm saying it right, Probotector, yeah, for the Mega Drive. So these are just basically, I don't know if this one has the life bar or not. And then there's bonus content here, there's the Japanese versions for all the other games up there. Okay, so anyway. So let us begin Contra. Gotta pardon me if for the black bars around the whole screen, I can't get it any bigger. If I wanted to fill up the screen, it's gonna be stretched to 16 by 9, and that looks ugly to me. And that looks ugly to me because I can't stand watching anything that's stretched out, even if it's like an old TV program that was originally displayed by 4:3. And people watch it on their flat screen stretched out, and it always looks ugly to me. So anyway, just a little quick recap. I did a couple of videos last week. I think it was Doom and Hill Climb Racing. And when I was doing those videos, I still kind of felt my energy wasn't quite up to where I originally was before my surgery. But after a week has passed and I've gotten a little more rested, a little more healed up, I find that my health has felt better. I mean, I guess my appendix was making me sick for quite a while, and it's actually made me depressed, feeling sick all the time. So now that I have that off me, now that I feel healthy, I don't feel lousy, I don't feel sick. I actually don't even feel that depressed anymore. So who knows? You're probably going to see a little more life out of me in my channel, because when I started this channel, I was already suffering with my health for a couple of years. So it's been about 6 years that I've had health problems, and now that I feel a whole lot better. I haven't felt like this in 6 years, and that's saying something. And so anyway, yeah, just thought I'd briefly mention that. So let us begin Contra. I don't know how far I'm going to go, but I'm going to go as far as I can. Maybe if I die too quickly, I'll do another continue run. Or maybe I'll just go with how many continues they give me here. Because I know that I'll get a game over for sure. But I don't know how many continues they have on this game. I'm pretty sure it's limited. I think it's 3. We'll do 3. I don't see myself beating this game in one sitting in this go. If I do, then hooray, it's a playthrough. Oh, it's a playthrough, and I'm gonna have to do a separate video of doing a quick play for this and be like, yeah, I'm only gonna play for 10 minutes. So So if I sound a little excited, a little more energetic, then I'm just happy I don't feel sick anymore. It is quite something. I feel like I'm 30 all over again. Like I'm a little older than 30, but actually I'm like 36. So ever since I entered my 30s, I started feeling lousy, and I was like, oh, is this what getting old feels like? Kill myself by the time I hit 40. No, but, like, I knew what I was feeling was not normal. And I went to the clinic and went to go see a few doctors many times, and, on the surface level, they couldn't really figure out what was wrong with me, because, they didn't know my appendix was busted, and not busted, but it was, I didn't have a healthy appendix. So I guess I've kind of had that for a few years, but after hoping and wishing to find a solution, crossed my fingers, and finally something happened, and my appendix ruptured, and went and got emergency surgery. And after that, I just feel fine. I feel human again. I don't feel subhuman or a mongrel. Just kind of waking up in my bed and just wishing that I could just maybe if I just got 2 more hours of actual deep sleep, I can feel normal. But that actually wasn't the case. So anyway, enough about my health problems. We're playing Contra. I'm just very happy. I've been sharing that news with everybody. It's like, I feel human again. I feel alive. And everyone's like, oh, good for you. And I know there's some people who are generally happy, but it feels like the news just kind of feels like it only affects me. But you know what? That's fine. Everybody doesn't have to, be jumping for joy like how I am on the inside. Yeah, but before I went to the hospital, I was ready to give up doing my channel. I mean, I got some negative feedback, and I was already kind of feeling depressed. Like, you probably couldn't, I don't know, maybe you could tell, but I was trying to be as positive as I could be in the state I was in. And, a lot of times when I was doing my channel, I was just trying to distract myself from how crappy I felt. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I think we're doing fine here. I'll kill that thing first. Contra for the NES was actually a pretty ambitious game here. It has multiple modes and these levels. And, they didn't quite have the overhead levels whoa! No, actually they do have overhead levels. But the Contra 3 kind of took it a little bit further with the Mode 7 graphics. So, yeah, I think Contra 3 was Contra 3 was a Super Nintendo, what do you call it, exclusive, because I don't really know, Contra to be on any other system. Because Sega Genesis got their own Contra, which was what, okay. I like the music, I like the boss music on this stage here. Whoa. Yeah, I was playing the arcade version, and the bullets shoot a little more quicker from those 3-shot things on the left and right here. Whoa. Okay, let's go. Oh, eyeball. Whoa. Okay. So far, so good. I don't think we've died yet. No, I was kind of not paying attention. I was talking and playing at the same time. And I just feel real. Whoa! Okay, there we are. Speak of the devil. I finally died. Okay, hurry up. Hurry up and show me your vulnerables. Stupid balls, bubbles, or whatever those are. Okay, let's kill this thing here. It's kind of weird, this game is called Contra, and I thought it was going to be, it's a war game, but, I never got real far. I never got this far as a kid, so I always thought Contra was just all about, just a war game. But as you get further, you realize that there are aliens behind the whole thing. And how that fact slipped by me until, Contra 3, I wouldn't call myself a hardcore gamer when I was a kid. I loved gaming as a kid, but I only really played the games that were available to me and my friends. It wasn't until they started, I came to know of video game magazines, and then that's when the, what do you call it, gaming really took its hold. Really, became a passion for me. But as I got older, I almost lost all interest in video gaming because I got well, I was in high school and university, so I was making friends and had girlfriends, and I was very distracted with all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, when I was bored at home and I didn't feel like watching TV, I ended up going back to video games. But the thing was that I was a very casual gamer during my 20s, and I didn't really get into beating games. But when I got, I think it was about 12 years ago, I started getting back into gaming as a hobby. But the thing was, I was just collecting games as opposed to finishing them. And pretty soon I had kind of like a backlog of a couple hundred games. And that was all just from, not just from standalone retail titles. I've had games of with compilations and used titles, and the what do you call it, the Wii Virtual Console store. You can buy games for $5, and I brought a lot of games there on the Virtual Console. But the thing was, when I gave my Wii away to my brother, I was thinking that since I had the Nintendo ID, I thought I could just log into my Nintendo ID and download the games I brought. But guess what? That didn't happen. So I was very upset, and I was thinking friggin' cheap Nintendo doesn't want to do what Xbox and PlayStation are doing. You have an account with them, and you can. Oh wow, I died again. You have an account with PlayStation and Xbox, and you can download the games you brought before. Oh, okay, I'm not paying attention here. Let's kill this thing here. Oh, gotta watch out that for them shooty things. These fireballs. But yeah. Oh, that is why I'm very hesitant. Oh, here we are, our first game over. So yeah, I'm very hesitant to, put my money forward to digital purchases. I already put quite a bit of money into the PS3 store. I brought a lot of PS1 games, but yeah, it doesn't really carry over to the PS4 or PS5. So all the PS1 games, well, the most of them I have is just on my PS3. So I'm going to keep my PS3 alive as long as I can, and hopefully play through the games before my PS3 goes kaput. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on another, well taken care of PS3, and maybe log into my account and transfer my stuff over from the PS3 to the better one eventually. But my PS3 has seen some moderate usage, I wasn't playing it every day. But I think sooner or later the CD drive is probably gonna give out. I'm gonna give it another few years of heavy play if I do. Oh, okay, let's see, what's this? So I noticed that if you notice that I'm very talkative, it's just that I have the energy now. I have the energy now to do what I want to do on this channel. But yeah, I'm still in recovery. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. I feel, how should I say, 80%, 85%. I don't feel chronically fatigued anymore. I don't feel lousy. I don't feel sick. There are times where I just felt randomly sick, and I was thinking, oh, what is this? Of course, my buddy was trying to say, maybe it's cancer. I'm screw you, man. I don't put that on my mind there. Usually when something bad happens like that, you don't want that on your head. I'm an anxious person, so I sometimes will think of the worst possible scenario, but I always try to talk myself down from it. But if you're unable to do that, it's good to have a friend to tell you that everything's going to be okay, or they agree with you, because you can actually convince yourself that you are sick even if you're not. But in my case, I was. I just didn't know how. Okay, here we go. We're doing a lot better this time here. This thing looks like a giant xenomorph. Okay, I don't know how long I've been recording, but I'm afraid to look away from the screen. Because I might... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I've been recording for about 15 minutes. That's not too bad. Alright. Stage 4, Base 2. How many levels are there in total in... Contra. I've never beaten Contra. I've never actually spent a lot of time with it. Like, well, as a kid, like when I was playing this with my brother and my cousins, because I think I was playing it at my cousin's place, I never really got far. So, like, you know, when you're a kid during the 90s and you have that, you know, you have a handful of games, you're gonna play those handful of games to death. It's kind of like even when you're a younger kid and you have your favorite movie or cartoon, Disney movie, whatever, you're gonna watch that over and over and over again. Same thing with video games. Like, as a 10-year-old kid with, like, maybe a handful of video games, I played those over and over again. But there was a game that I found to be very hard that I mostly gave up on, was Altered Beast. Oh, for the Sega Genesis. I think I beat it on this channel, what was it, last year. That was the first time I've beaten Altered Beast. Right now I'm trying to work up to finishing... what is it called? Oh, I hate the laser because you can't spam the laser. Look, it doesn't go very far. So you kind of have to just shoot it and let it go, make it across the room before you shoot another one. Okay. So I'm going to just go. Oh, I'm going to go until I run out of game over. Like, continues. Come on. Look at this. I'll spam it and I'm not hitting anything. That's why I hate the laser. Ah, okay. There we go. Well, it does do massive damage, though, if you let it do its thing. There we go. I am invincible. Oh, you only can shoot it a couple of times and that's it. Okay, maybe I underestimated the laser. The laser is winning me over. Okay, let us go forward. Sometimes what I will do was when I'm playing a game, I will listen to its soundtrack. On my free time, because when I'm playing and commentating, I don't get a lot of I don't pay a lot of attention to how the music is unless I'm going for long, periods of just not saying anything. I will sometimes do that on my long plays, because on my long plays I can afford like a little more quiet time, and I will commentate like as often as I can. But game over. Okay, so this is gonna be my third continue. So after this continue, game over. That'll be it. I got my pea shooter back. Oh, come on. I'm trying to. It feels like I need chameleon eyes sometimes to look up and down while I'm playing. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Wrong area. Whoop. That music sounds like that sound effect when I hit those gems there. Whoop. That ding 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 ding. Kind of audio. How do you say that? Audio wise, to me it sounds like, I don't know, it's the audio version of when I have something very sour. You have those sour gums or something, or sour candies as a kid, and then when you taste it, it feels like your mouth kind of just turns into a butthole. It's just really pressed together. I don't know. I'm speaking nonsense right now. Whoa. I gotta learn to articulate my thoughts a little bit better. I spent too much time being silent and, sick and depressed. I gotta get back into the old me here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I feel very much more confident and, positive overall. When I was in the hospital, I tried to keep myself as positive as I could, because when I was in the hospital, I was dealing with multiple friends and family, having the coronavirus and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it was real hard to be positive when I was in the hospital. I was I was thinking of you're dealing with the possibility. Like, I was in close contact with somebody who had COVID as well. So I was in the hospital for recovering from surgery with the possibility I might have COVID, and dealing with the news that other people close to me and friends and family have it. But so far so good. Nobody has died from it. So, and plus my results came back negative. So, oh man, hallelujah for that. Whoa. Okay, let's go. Come on, I gotta try to get rid of some of these guns here. They're gonna be the death of me. Oh, well. Oh no, it's a game over. Okay, so I don't know how many game overs you're allowed, but anyway, like I said, I said I was gonna do 3 continues, and that's as far as I will go. Let's go to the. Wait, how do we? There we go. Let's go back to the title screen. So that was Contra. Pretty challenging game. I think if I put a few more play sessions into this, I might actually be able to beat this game, because I have beaten Contra 3, but I've never beaten any other Contra other than that one. So who knows? Maybe one day in the near future you will see me do a playthrough of this game here. But I'm gonna have to make sure I can beat it on my own before I do the channel, because there are times where I did start a long play like Super Mario Kart, thinking it was gonna be a breeze, right? But no, I couldn't beat the last cup, and I'm having very much trouble. I was having trouble with it, and I didn't record any episodes for it since then. So yeah, with some of these older games, like they're not very long. So if you see them on my channel, then I probably have beaten them first before I put them on. Before I started uploading episodes. But anyway, so yeah, this was today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode just as much as I did, and we will catch you tomorrow with a different game. So until then, we'll see you. Have a good one.